So remember, this is like straight out of the box. Obviously she's crazy. We're gonna start off a little crazy, especially since I did that shake. Okay, you guys, what do we think? I actually do really love this pixie cut. This would go on my list of like pixie cuts that I would recommend, especially of course for someone who's looking for that low budget pixie. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to be trying a wig for you guys that I have never tried in my entire life. I haven't even taken it out of the box. I haven't even looked at reviews or read reviews or really even seen a lot of this wig, to be honest. So we're gonna get my very first thoughts as I put it on all together. Okay, before I jump into everything though, I'm gonna remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. Okay, so the wig I'm gonna try for you today is called Cool Pixie. It's by TressAllure, and by the name of it, Cool Pixie, this darn well better be a cool pixie. Am I right? I feel like this would be very misleading if it was in fact not a cool pixie. So I chose this one to show you guys for a couple of reasons. One reason is that I don't show as many shorter styles on my channel, and I want to make sure that I am catering to all the people. So for all of you short-haired ladies out there, this one's for you. And also, I want to make sure I am also catering to those of you who are a little bit on a budget. So guess what, my friends? Cool Pixie, right here in my hands, only costs $93 US, and that is before a sale. So you can get this for 30% off, and holy cow, I don't know, quick math in my head, that's like $65. I just went to go double check my math with a calculator, and guess what? I'm pretty darn close. It was $66. So if you are catching Cool Pixie on a 30% off sale, then it's practically free. I mean, but of course, before you go and spend that money, let's just double check to make sure she's even worth it. Okay, I have to be honest, after taking her out of the packaging, she does have like a little bit of a chemical-y smell. Not like intense, but there is a little bit of a smell. Anyways, just to be super transparent for you. Okay, the reason that Cool Pixie is very inexpensive is because it's a basic cap. So when I say a basic cap, I mean that it's completely machine made. Nobody's hands were involved in sewing anything on here. This was all done by a machine. So we have a permatease top here. So what that means is that you are not going to get that illusion of a part line on your scalp. It's all going to be short-haired, sort of crimped fibers right at your root that disguise your part line and also that give it volume. So you're not gonna have any illusion of scalp with this permatease top here. You're also not gonna get any illusion of a hairline here because you do not have a lace front. So this is gonna be a hard front, and there's also gonna be permatease right at the front. However, it looks like this wig has bangs. So you'll see when I put this on, having the bangs in the front, that's going to make up for the fact that you don't have that natural hairline. This is also an open wefted cap. So when I say wefting means that all the fibers are sewn into these rows that you see here. So, and it's opened. So you can stick your fingers through it. It's nice and ventilated and breathable. And often with open wefted caps, they are pretty stretchy. So you can get a good stretch over your noggin if you need. And then what's nice is this one does have velvet ear tabs, which makes it a little bit more comfortable. And then your nape is even an extended velvet nape, which also adds to the comfort. And then we do have these Velcro adjusters to adjust your circumference a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. And what I will note, sorry, at the front hairline where there's no lace front, there is this strip of velvet here. I'll get you more into focus. So there's this strip of velvet here that will make it a little bit more comfortable right at your hairline. Okay, let's get this on. I'm gonna give her a little shake, shake, shake. Fluff her up a bit. So remember, this is like straight out of the box. So we'll see how she does. She looks like a very layered look, tapered in the back. I'm still talking about this, so why don't I just put it on for you? Okay. obviously she's crazy. We're gonna start off a little crazy, especially since I did that shake. But let me just figure this out for a second here. That tag. Okay, you guys, what do we think? I'm actually already, just at first glance, this is totally worth $93/$66 on a 30% off sale. This would be such an easy one to just put on your head and just get out the door. All right, so I know before I put this on, I said there was lots of layers in here. So let's take a look at these layers. And what I love about this style actually is this is made out of heat-friendly synthetic fiber. And if you know me, you'll know that I prefer heat-friendly synthetic fibers because they are not as shiny as your regular synthetic fiber. So when they aren't as shiny, it's going to give a little bit more of that human hair-like appearance to it, which to me is totally worth it. I love when there is no like glaring shine coming off of your head. And what I also love about the fact that this is heat-friendly, I mean, some people might say, well, why does it matter if it's heat-friendly when it's so short? Like, what can you do to put heat on this? Like, what can you do to style it? Well, I honestly wouldn't use a lot of heat on this, but what I do enjoy is the fact that heat-friendly fibers are a little bit sort of gummier to the touch, a little bit more pliable, and they can get a bit clumpy. And that sounds horrible, especially when they're long wigs. But on really short styles like this, I find it is perfect. It's like the perfect recipe for really getting those layers to come out and styling it without having to use any product, because it's already feeling like just a little bit textured and gummy enough in order to get those layers to come out and like liven it up. So for me, on these short pixie styles that are layered, I prefer the heat-friendly fiber. Okay, so we do have these bangs here, and I'm going to take my trusty measuring tape here. I'm gonna measure right from that hard front there to show you how long these bangs actually are. Oh gosh, I'm just gonna let this go. Okay, oh my goodness gracious. They are about, what is that, 3.5 inches long, maybe at your longest. They're around 3.5 inches long. Okay, and then you're gonna notice how on the side here, this is my right-hand side, your right-hand side is going to go longer, like much longer than your left side. So this, my friends, is in fact a pretty cool pixie. This is probably a pixie I would wear. And you know what? I don't often wear basic caps because I don't love the fact that you don't have a part line here or that, you know, illusion of scalp. However, with pixies, I find that I don't care quite as much because pixies, especially these layered ones, are designed to be like a little bit messy, and you don't necessarily even need a part line. Like, you can pull this hair forward. So like, where even is that part line? I don't know. You don't need one. You don't have one. So the idea that this is a basic cap with that permatease top, I'm all for it. So let me give you a closer look at this top here. So this is with it all messy. And I mean, if you wanted to give yourself a part line, or a part, not a part line, but a part, this is what it would kind of look like. And you would see these short-haired crimps, these short-haired crimped fibers right in your part there. So you don't have that illusion of scalp. And here's what it would look like backed up a bit. But whenever I have pixie cuts where I part them like to the side like this, they just feel too neat and tidy for me personally, and I feel like I look like a mushroom. So I always like to mess them up a bit, and that just adds to the pizzazz of the whole style. Okay, and of course you are gonna have that permatease here, so you could zhuzh it up a little bit if you're into the whole like really big on top look. But I mean, I feel like that's a bit much for me. So I like it a little messy, but not too floofy. All right, let me finally do a spin for you so you can see all this has to offer. let me bring some hair forward. You can see more of a sideburn if you want. Now, personally, I don't love this look on me. So what I would do is tuck this behind my ear a little bit and leave some forward to hide your ear tabs. Now, in terms of the fit of Cool Pixie, this is feeling a little bit smaller than average. So I am 20.5 inches in circumference, 11.5 inches front to nape, and 11.5 inches ear to ear. So I measure a petite all around, and this one actually does not feel very big on me, which is nice. So when it doesn't feel too big on me, that shows me that this is more of a petite average sized cap. And although it would fit an average sized wig wearer, it is really great for someone who is a petite average. Now, the color I'm showing here is 1723 R8. Now, when TressAllure describes this color, they say it is a beige blonde auburn blend with a medium brown root. So I don't know about you, but I don't see a ton of blonde in here. There is blonde, so I do see that beige blonde that they're referring to, like it's there, but I feel like that blonde is more of a highlight in this, not a blend. And then the auburn, I definitely do see an auburn tone. So this is like a reddish brown color in here with that beige blonde. But then that R8, so that root of an 8, I feel like that is also intertwined into this because this overall just seems more of like an auburny brunette color with some blonde highlights. So don't be fooled in thinking that this is going to be blonde based on its description, beige blonde auburn blend, because it's, you know, very clearly not a blonde color. Okay, you guys, I think I've talked about everything I wanted to touch on for Cool Pixie, giving you the lowdown on all of it. If you have any more questions, let me know below. I actually do really love this pixie cut. This would go on my list of like pixie cuts that I would recommend, especially, of course, for someone who's looking for that low budget pixie. And for someone who is looking for more of a trendy style, this layered, asymmetrical pixie, if you will. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this though. It always makes me happy to read through your comments and respond to you guys. I just love the community it creates, and I just love hearing everybody else's perspective on these things because my opinion is not the only one that matters here. We are a community here, and it's nice to hear from all of you too. But with that, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.